One day, there was an ice cube named Bob. Bob was no ordinary ice cube. He always wanted to go on an adventure. He wanted to go to the city. The city is so fun, he thought. Then one day he decided to follow his dreams. He went to Bob was really happy when he went to the city. He went to his favorite stores that he always wanted to go. He went to Gap, he went to the supermarket, and he always also went to his most favorite store that he always wanted to go. McDonald's. It was so much fun. But Bob kept on walking. He wanted to explore more and more. But then Bob saw the sun. Oh my God, the sun. Bob started to have this unusual feeling. He didn't know what was going on. He felt his water. Something was going on. Something was really going on here. This was really bad, he thought. He could feel all his molecules going apart. His intermolecular distance was increasing. He didn't know what to do. He was in the melting stage. In the melting stage, the molecules always go a little bit apart. Because there are 3 phases: solids, liquids, and gas. He was in the condensation. He was in also the condensation phase. Bob was now fully liquid. All his molecules were like feet apart. It was so frustrating. He didn't even know what to call himself. But that wasn't one of his real problems. He was now vaporizing. And vaporizing means he was in a phase of going into the gaseous state. In vaporizing, all the molecules go further and further apart. The intermolecular distance goes up rapidly. After 10 was fully a cloud. His molecules were they were all like 3 miles away from each other. He didn't know what to do. He was just so frustrated. But Bob didn't have any control over the cloud that he was. The wind blew him near a river, and then he started to rain. He started to make rain. So then, Bob was becoming a liquid again. He was turning from gas to liquid. He was so happy. Bob just couldn't believe it. Now he was part of the river. Now he just went to Antarctica. Antarctica was really cold. Bob is right over here. He thought, yes, I know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be freezing. Yes, Bob was right. It is gonna be freezing. Because in Antarctica, in Antarctica, it's really, really cold. And when a liquid turns into solid, it's called freezing. Freezing, it's freezing back to its normal. It's turning back to its normal form. He was so happy. He finally became, you know it, he became an ice cube again. Not an ice cube, but an ice barf. And then he was all back to normal. But he still had one question. How will I get home? What will happen? But before that, there's one more thing. Bob's molecules were all scrunched together. That made him so big. That made him into a solid. Without all those molecules, he wouldn't have been that. So you need molecules, a lot of molecules, to just stay a solid. So then, Bob thought of this question. How will I get home? The end. Or should I say, thank you for watching. Over and out.